Hello everyone, I'm here to talk a little bit about my passion. I love a sport called volleyball. And nice thing about it, it wasn't created a very long time ago like other sports. It was created more or less like 110 years ago. So basically what you need to know about this sport is it has the contact among players. There are six team members, and it's gender mixed. It can be played by women and men. You can play it indoors, you can play it on the sand, at the beach, for example, or even in a grass field, in a grass hill or something. And of course, you're gonna need something very essential for the sport, which is a ball. For playing this sport, you don't need many things. You just need the net, a court, a place where you can split your teams in two different groups, can be played up from 2 to more members, and you can either play it for fun with your friends, or you can really make it competitive. Now we're gonna focus on talking about indoor volleyball or court volleyball. For this type of volleyball, we're gonna need 6 players. I'm going to explain to you guys a little bit about the types of players we have in a volleyball game. First, we have the outside hitter. There are some famous outside hitters such as Giba, Lucarelli, and on the feminine side we have Jaqueline or Paula Pequeno. There are many famous players nowadays. They are the players who attack the slower or the higher balls, the higher sets, and they are the players who are also not just attacking, they are going to be passing and defending as well, okay? And after that we have the middle blockers. Some very well-known middle blockers nowadays are like Fabiana from the women's side and Lucão in the men's side. I guess you're familiar with them both. Of course, we have a lot of big names around volleyball, especially in Brazil right now because we are a volleyball country nowadays. Right after we have the setters. Famous setters that you might know about are Fofão, Ricardinho, or even the current setter from Brazil, Bruno, and Bernardinho's son. He's the son of the coach of Brazil's male volleyball team. After this kinds of player, of course we have the opposite attacker. This is the attacker who is responsible for killing every single spike. He's not supposed to be passing or defending like the other players in the court. He is more of an attack. He also has to be a good blocker as well and a good server sometimes. We have, I think, one of the best players in the world nowadays in this position, which is Wallace. But we also had Sheila. She was MVP during some championships, and in women's category, she is considered the best female opposite attacker nowadays. Last but not least, we have, of course, the liberos. The liberos are defense specialists. They were a position created around 1998 or some, and they were made specially because there was a lack in the kinds of players that needed a lot of ability, skills with defending or passing in the volleyball world. And that's basically it about types of players. So guys, we're gonna talk a little bit about volleyball rotation. Well, as you can see, how the rotation works is like this. The positions are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, according to the number of players, of course. But the rotation happens clockwise. So we go from positions 1 to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 and finally to 1, which is the serve position. The player that always is in the position, he has to be the one who serves the ball for the point, for the game, okay? So that's basically it. Okay. Guys, just to sum it up, let's talk about the volleyball moves, things that you should know when playing volleyball. Basically, we start the game, we start the point by serving the ball, which is the movement to pick up the ball and hit it across the court in the direction towards your opposite team? Well, as one team serves, the other has to receive the ball, so they have to pass. Usually that's where we have the defending or passing players positioned to receive the ball. After the pass, you have to set it. The setting is the movement that prepares the ball to be attacked. That's the moment when you're planning and the whole game planning works. The setter can serve the ball, set the ball for the opposite attacker, for the middle blocker, or even to the outside hitter, who is what we call a safe ball, which is like the ball that has no plan or the set wasn't good enough, but somebody has to make it work. Okay, and for last but not least, we have the block, which is the wall of defense built around the net for the players who are against the players actually who are attacking. They're supposed to block this player so that the ball cannot pass to the side of who is receiving or defending themselves. And that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed it. I could talk for hours about volleyball, but that's it. Okay guys, thank you very much and see you all.